Good morning traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. Welcome to a new trading week. So we'll start quickly with Friday's key news, which was the US and Canadian employment data. Canadian employment data beat expectations and the US employment data came out mainly below expectations, and this had a bit of a settling effect basically, but it did edge stocks lower into later in the session. The payrolls data came out at 145k, which is below expectations, and average hourly earnings came in at 0.1% below, which was below expectations. Unemployment was steady at 3.5%, and we can see that the dollar cap finished flat. We'll get onto that in a minute, but the US 30 came after hitting new records, came off and finished lower, but we'll move on to a bit of a breakdown on the US 30 in just one moment. So the risk markets this morning, we've seen some opening gaps lower. Now, this is due to a rocket attack on Sunday, another rocket attack in Iraq on an airbase. This airbase was basically said to house US troops. There was reports that some Iraqi soldiers have been injured in the attack. There was no reports of any US soldiers being injured in the attack. So this looks to have started some of the risk markets with a gap lower to the yen. Again, we filled those gaps, so it could be another case of deja vu in terms of what we saw on a much lower scale last week. We'll see if any more details come out about that. Another headline this morning is that the US have said that they're open to and they are going to have phase 2 Chinese-US trade talks. There's no date at the moment, but they're planned to come, and after phase 1 has been signed off and completed, so that should be done shortly as well. Now, moving on to, we're going to start with some of the stock indexes. The ASX is one we're watching this morning. We can see on Friday's session, we hit that record price of 6,933. That was short-lived after sellers came into the market when it failed high and pulled back. Now, it is a failed high, but we didn't make a new low. But we are going to keep a very good eye on this resistance point here from 68.9690. Now, buyers are pushing a little bit so far this morning, but until we break this resistance here, it's a wait and see on Aussie 200. This could turn into something a little bit more. If we saw a break at that low, it could set up a new correction, or if we broke that high, we'd like to see a close above that high just to really show that buyers are holding momentum still, and if we're going to see another test at records. So a lot revolves around this point here this morning. And just going over to the US 30. So again, we have a very similar story. We have a record push and a failed high, and we now had that move down. So if we see today's price action break this point here, we could see a correction back to this level. But if we don't break that, if we're able to hold that low, then we'd look for maybe a possible further consolidation that's starting to form here. And if we had another test at this level up here and a fail, it could also set up more seller pressure. But if we see a close with another push higher, it could be suggesting buyers still maintain control. And this is basically a similar story on the Nasdaq on a smaller scale. Excuse me. And again, if we see a break at that low, we'll be looking for possibility of more selling to continue. Now, just going over to the dollar yen and the dollar CAD. The dollar CAD started stronger today, but we're still seeing a lot of selling pressure from above this level. We've seen on 2 sessions now. So it's very early in the Asian session. We're going to see if buyers are able to hold this mini run they've got going on now. Now, if we see that fade and fail, and a break below today's open, would be looking for a continuation of selling, and we'll see what happens down at if it reached this level, because buyers have been active at this point. So a lot we'll just have to see if this rally can hold, and if it fades, if sellers are able to push that down quickly to this level to test again. Moving averages and trend momentum still suggests this could be a continuation pattern, and this area here a consolidation. So a lot will come down to today's rally, if it can close higher, or if we do see another fade and fail as we've seen the last two sessions. The dollar yen, we've been talking a little bit about dollar yen lately. We still have this medium-term uptrend, but we still are seeing a lot of issues with buyers breaking above and closing above this level. Friday was another example of not being able to close above that level. So if we break this level here, short-term sellers could look to have momentum. If we can break above this level and close, then we'll be thinking that this current short to medium term uptrend that's developing has a bit more to go. But at this point in time, after these two big bull bars, it wouldn't be surprising to see a bit of a pullback, and then to start the next push. A lot will come down to how this rally goes today. If we can break above that level and not see a fade, and sellers can once again re-engage from this area 109.66. So that's it for today. We hope you have a great trading day, and till tomorrow, bye for now.